know these people?
No, that's no, that was part of my, I guess my what you call fantasy. These people were selected.
All right, so you
Okay.
you were engaged in some kind of fantasy during this period of time?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, when you use the term fantasy, is this something you were doing for your personal pleasure?
Sexual fantasy, sir.
For 30 years, he murdered 10 people in Wichita, Kansas. He wrote letters to police. He taunted them. Then he disappeared. And when he came back, he made one mistake. He asked police if they could trace an email. This is the full story of Dennis Rader, the BTK Killer. January 15th, 1974, Wichita, Kansas, 6220 East 13th Street North. A family of 4 was found murdered inside their home. Joseph Otero, 38, his wife Julie, 34, and 2 of their children, Joseph Jr., 9, and Josephine, 11. Police had no suspect, no forced entry, no robbery. 3 months later, another letter arrived at a local TV station. The killer called himself BTK, find, torture, kill. He described details only the killer would know. In 1977 and 1986, he struck again. 3 more women, same signature. Wichita was terrified, but there were no fingerprints, no DNA, no witnesses. While BTK was killing, Dennis Rader was building a normal life. He was married, had 2 kids. He was president of his church council, a Boy Scout leader, a compliance officer for Park City, Kansas. Co-workers described him as quiet, strict, and obsessed with rules. In 1988, after his last known murder, BTK went silent for 10 years. Police thought he was dead, or in prison, or he just stopped. But in 2004, 13 years after his last crime, he came back.
Afternoon. This morning, KTV was contacted by the person who police say they believe murdered 4 members of the Joseph Otero family in January of 1974.
The communication came in the form of a 2-page typewritten letter addressed to KAKE Channel 10. It was signed with the initials BTK.
October 2004, a letter arrived at the Wichita Eagle newspaper. It said, "I am BTK," and described an unsolved murder from 1986 in detail. Over the next year, he sent 11 more communications, poems, puzzles, photos. He wanted attention again. In February 2005, he sent a package to a TV station. Inside, a doll tied up with a bag over its head. His signature. Police set up a task force. The FBI got involved, but they still had nothing. So they tried to communicate with him through the newspaper. They asked him to send a floppy disk and promised they wouldn't trace it. March 2005, Dennis Rader took the bait. He sent a purple floppy disk to a local TV station with a letter inside. Police asked the same question again, publicly. Can we trace a floppy disk? They lied and said no, it's safe. Rader believed them. He asked the question himself. He sent a message asking, if I send something on a floppy disk or CD, will it be traceable? Police answered, we won't trace it. That was the trap. When Rader mailed the disk, forensic techs pulled metadata from it. The disk had been used at Christ Lutheran Church, and the last document was saved by Dennis. Police ran the name. Dennis Rader, Church Council President, Park City Code Enforcement.
Giving the car and whatever money. I guess they didn't have very much money. And there I realized that, I was already I didn't have a mask on or anything. They already could ID me, and made a decision to go ahead and cut him down, I guess, or strangle him.
All right, what did you...
February 25th, 2005, 10 a.m. Dennis Rader was driving his SUV on his city job. Police pulled him over. It was on live TV. We have a suspect in custody in the BTK investigation. At the same time, other teams raided his home and his church. Inside his house, they found trophies, photos, and evidence linking him to all 10 murders. After 30 years, he confessed. In court, he read a statement for each victim. 10 counts of first-degree murder. The judge gave him 10 consecutive life sentences, no parole. Dennis Rader is 80 years old now. He's in El Dorado Correctional Facility in Kansas. The case changed how police handle serial offenders, how they communicate, how they use technology. For 30 years, he got away with it, until he got curious about one email. The BTK case is a reminder. No one is invisible forever. If you want more full case breakdowns like this, subscribe.